Welcome, I'm Jason Kenzie, and this is Storytime Adventures. Tell me exactly what this is. This is exciting.
Huge, scary. I really don't want to be here.
Not scary. You got a lot of fun over here.
So I went off on an adventure of a lifetime. I went on the border of Central America and Mexico. I was going to interview this guy who owns a 300-pound black panther. That's right, a black panther. I was so excited. So I hit the plane and I'm sitting there and I'm all excited. I'm gonna be going to this place that I've never gone before. So as soon as we landed, so now I'm on the ground and I met up with Charlie.
Hi guys, I'm Charlie.
The one that knows this guy. Charlie is Mexican that speaks perfect English. And he has a friend that drives a cab, and we were off through the jungles, driving towards this guy who owns this panther. So as we're going through these small towns, I was looking at all these houses and it was so colorful. And then I saw a guy that was walking on the street with a goat. Yes, you know you're in Mexico when you see a guy with a goat. So just before we were getting to this guy that has this big cat, Charlie gets a phone call. He's speaking Mexican to this guy and it started getting really loud. All of a sudden, Charlie hung up the phone, turned to me and said, "We can't go." This guy who owned this big cat was part of a drug cartel. He wanted to put drugs on me and ship it into the United States. And we didn't want any part of this. I was upset because I really wanted to see this Black Panther. I didn't want to risk my life, didn't want to go to jail. So we decided to go and see a Mayan ruin. Before we could go to this Mayan ruin, in the middle of the jungles, I had to get blessed by a real Mayan shaman. So I walk into this guy's house and I was greeted by his family and his wife is making dinner. And he takes me outside into one of the back rooms, sat me down, and he started, doing this prayer on me. I could feel like the energies around him. He was so positive. And he's going around me and there's all this smoke.
People comes, the big civilizations and the beliefs and the traditions, then you comes to know about me today. Reason why I'm very happy. Thank you very much giving me the opportunity to explain, to share with all of you these beautiful traditions of my people.
An incredible experience. So now I'm sitting here, I'm nice and blessed. I am just living the best life ever. And then Bibi, and that is what the shaman's name is. And he puts on this giant headpiece and he brings out a real rubber ball that the Mayans used to use in their games hundreds of years ago. So I'm sitting here with one of the oldest shamans around. This ball that I'm holding it's not rubber, right? It's not rubber, but it's from a tree. Tell me exactly what this is. This is exciting.
Let me tell you that the people who came 60,000 before Christ in this area, people who abandoned Africa, Asia, they discovered a tree that they were calling caoutchouc, that were very important, the sap of that tree. So they cut the tree, they collect the sap, and then after they burn it and becomes something like this, and then make the ball with it.
The only way I can explain it is it's kind of like a rubber.
Right.
So if I drop it, which if you stand back some, it bounces. Okay, you ready?
Right.
Look at that. This is an original ball that they used back in the Mayan days. This is what they use for their sport. It's similar to basketball, but completely not. Right? I'm holding history. This is one of the few in the world. Thank you so much for bringing me into your house and showing me such an amazing piece of history. Original, we're not even talking about replica. We're talking about this was handmade by actual ancestors of the Mayans back.
2,000 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With this thing I have in my head, what is this called?
It's called a jaguar.
This is called a jaguar. And this is kind of what they used to wear.
Jaguar means power.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
This is handmade. I'm going to wear it to my next event.
Yeah, right.
You know?
When-
Is that jaguar?
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Close, maybe. No, not really. I can't believe this rubber ball still bounced. So now we're driving through the jungle. And I'm looking out the car window and suddenly, Mayan ruins. I could not believe that I was walking around these Mayan ruins. Wow, this is incredible. You should see the view from up here. Amazing. I don't know if you can see over my shoulder, but there is a pyramid there and a pyramid there. These are being untouched. They have not uncovered them yet. And I'm gonna go and explore right now. BB is explaining to me about these Mayan ruins and just huge. And we're walking up these Mayan ruins and I'm looking out and I could see there was a whole bunch of them. You could see where the jungle had grown over top of them. You could see the outline of the Mayan ruins. These temples were incredible. Now we're walking along the jungle floor and there, directly in front of me, were some of the tallest Mayan ruins around. And what I found at the top was incredible. And it just blew my mind that these people built these with their bare hands, because back then they didn't have big machines. Some of these pieces look like they were like thousands of pounds. How they did it, I have no idea. I'm no expert. I just know I'm having the time of my life. But I knew that the time had come. I had to leave. Thank you so much for joining me. And please, if you want to support what I do, please subscribe and hit that bell. Hit that bell. With your support, I can bring you more of these Storytime adventures. My name is Jason Kenzie. Where my adventure is going to lead me next? Just wait. The next one is going to be just as exciting as this one. I'll see you next time.